What's funny is a lot of my Instagram posts, I take it with my work phone, which is an iPhone. Better camera.
Cheating.
It is. Then I text it to myself.
And work on it.
Yeah, it is what it is.
That's a little behind the scenes, guys.
Yeah.
Let me just jump in and say thank you for coming on the podcast. We
Absolutely,
just started
man.
talking.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the
And happy
invite.
belated birthday.
Thank you, man. 34, man. Thank you.
Still looking better than me. Salud.
Thank you, man.
And welcome to another week of Drunk in Public, guys. Like I was saying earlier, we were our boy Tony, AKA Kootond, AKA some of the best beer Instagrammer on the game, on the market, DFW area.
I'm trying, man.
You're one of the better ones, man.
Thank you.
Loyal 3,000 following, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You got more likes. I'm trying to get your like level.
Hashtags, man.
I know, but I be feeling like I don't want to put too many hashtags on the game.
Go to the max, dude. Take it to the max, man.
See, I need to, because that's what a lot of people do, man. But I don't. I do the same hashtags. I use our own hashtag, which we're the only ones using it. Maybe one or two other people may use it, like when they repost their stuff.
Yeah.
But most of the time, I'm talking on the influencers is our hashtag for the show.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But we're the only ones posting on it for now, guys. But we were talking about earlier, how expensive the beer habit is, and lucky for you, you have a son that can prevent you from spending too much money.
Correct.
Taver is an app that you could register, have your home address, and they could ship you beers what's on their app.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a monthly, like it's a subscription, not subscription based. Like there's other subscription monthly things that ship you 1 or 2 beers of the month, or 3 or something like that. But this one is you have a package date that you can edit, and then you can add as many beers you want that's on there as they release them.
Oh wow. So it's beer mail.
Beer mail.
Through an app. Where are they based at?
I want to say Washington, but don't quote me on that.
Oh, wow.
Like they're out of the West Coast.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I believe.
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Stuff like that, I don't know nothing about. I've done beer mail one time early into my Instagram stuff.
So you don't do that like the beer trades?
No, not yet. I talked to Jerry like just to give me like how to do it, man. I don't know how to set it up.
Yeah.
I have people who I talk to other parts of the country who are interested in it, but I haven't hit them up to really inquire about it.
You know who's a good guy to talk to? I'm butchering his name right now. The guy from Massachusetts I had on a podcast a few weeks ago. I want to say his name is Ed, but that's not his name. Sorry, that's not his name.
Okay.
But his Got Hops, or Got period Hops.
I probably follow him.
You probably do. He's a really nice guy, but he's apparently he's like one of the most easy peel traders to have. To start, if you want to start trading.
Nice. Okay.
Like to start off, like
do you do it?
No, not yet. But he's based out of Boston. But he's quick. He's close to all the big East Coast places.
Yeah,
he's close to all the big ones that you will want.
Mm-hmm.
And he's kind of like easy going. That's how your man Conley got into beer sharing. Let's do that guy.
Yeah, I can see Colin doing that.
Yeah.
Colin knows every damn body, dude.
Yeah, but that's how I got into it.
Yeah.
That's how I got into it.
Pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
So I would say get into beer trading, maybe something more your app. But the thing why I'm saying Taver's a bad thing and a beautiful thing at the same time. It's beautiful because I've had access to beers that I don't have to travel to.
Absolutely.
So how the app works is every day they release 1 or 2, 3 beers on the app. And then you can order, click it that you want it, and then they charge you for what that beer costs.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad at all. And then you have what they call your crate, and then you have a ship date on your crate. So you can add as much as you want in a crate, or as little as you want in a crate is the same shipping price.
That's pretty badass. Why can't I think of shit like that, dude?
I don't know.
God damn.
I was thinking about the same thing. I was like, why can't I come up with an app like that? But I wasn't that into beer a couple years ago. So I don't know how long these people have been working on it. Yeah. But I spent going to New Mexico buying beer, and then my Taver purchase, I think altogether was like $700 I spent last month on beer.
Wow. How was the trip out there?
The trip was good, man. The trip was a lot of fun. I'm really intrigued about the beer market.
What took you to New Mexico out of all the other places?
Jacob and his wife, they wanted to go. Mostly his wife, Adriana. I don't know if you've met her yet.
No, I don't think so.
So she found an article, or saw a post on Instagram or Facebook about the first Native American-owned woman brewery.
Okay.
And that's Bow and Arrow. Phenomenal facility, phenomenal people.
Nice.
Ted.
Albuquerque? Or?
Albuquerque, yeah,
Okay.
Albuquerque.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, Breaking
All
Bad.
right.
We went to go see the house too for Jacob.
Nice, man.
But it was so we went to go see them, and while we were there, we checked out the beer scene as much as we can. We were only there for a couple of days, so we can't really connect to
Y'all
the
drive
community.
or fly?
We drove out there.
That ain't down the street, man.
Nah. Jacob, shout out to Jacob, man. He drove the whole way. Like we split going there.
Yeah.
On the way back, he took the whole trip.
Wow, man. Wow.
I tried to stay awake the whole time, but I fell asleep real fast in the car.
Any stops on the way, like in West Texas or anything?
Nah, we didn't. Just for gas. Nothing
Yeah.
like.
No beer stops. That would have derailed. That would have like.
Derailed the whole thing.
Yeah,
we
man.
really went to go do the interview with Bow and Arrow. We checked everything in between. But yeah, beer market is interesting over there. It's like they do unique stuff over there, and that's what they like. The community likes over there, like weird, unique beers.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, they don't really focus on trend too much.
It's a different vibe.
It is a different vibe. It's interesting. That's why I want to go see more markets.
Yeah.
But in your time doing the craft beer scene, you've seen a lot of trends come and go.
I have, but I don't know if I really acknowledge them because I'm still new to the whole. I say I'm new to the game.
Oh man, there's so much to know, so we're always gonna be new to it.
Yeah.
We're not. I know I don't brew. I don't know if you ever had experience
Not
brewing
yet,
before.
no.
Me neither.
But yeah, from when I first got into the whole craft beer scene here in DFW versus to where it is now, yeah, I've seen a lot. A lot of good stuff, some bad stuff, but a lot of good stuff, man. I'm really impressed. Like we're in a great area, a lot of great beer on every freaking corner, man.
Yeah, man, a lot of things popping up.
Yeah. But it's solid, man. I've seen a lot of good stuff. I tasted a lot of good stuff, and I'm just happy, man. Happy that this world accepted me, and
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't they?
I don't. Yeah, because it's
There's not too many of us Latinos and blacks in the community.
I don't know. Sometimes I think there is. When I scroll through Instagram, I see a lot of minorities, man.
There's a lot. Well, I think that's mostly because of the people we follow.
Maybe so.
For the majority of it, I think I give that shout out to you, Jerry, the Dallas Beer Squad.
Yeah.
I know you guys all do things differently, and you guys have all your own different focus. You just for the love of drinking beer and being a part of it.
Yeah.
Jerry for like organizing events, and Sean's the same way, but having like his brand out there and doing big things of like Squad Up and and all the things they do. So I think it's a mixture of that and the shift of Barry Tillman being around. I think there's a lot more cultural relevant people in the craft beer game.
Yeah.
That makes it seem more. That's not like everywhere else.
Yeah.
Shout out to Beer Zombie. They made a comment on the podcast before when they were on that when you go to Vegas, not New Vegas, that's a video game. Don't go there. No, when you go to Vegas, the beer scene there is Latinos there, there are blacks there, but the majority of it is mostly white people. And that's why he made a comment like when he came here, he was happy to see a mixture because you were there at the bottle share, the Destination Bottle Share.
I actually missed it.
You missed it? I thought you were there. I know.
I missed that event, man.
Sydney was there.
I felt horrible, but
oh shit!
I was actually I was under the weather, dude. I just couldn't get right, man.
Nah, if you're sick,
And
you're
I
sick.
couldn't taste my beer. I wasn't gonna go, dude.
I mean, after 5 beers, I couldn't taste my beers either.
Right on.
Everybody kept just.
Like I felt bad. I text Sean that morning and said, dude, I can't make it today, dude.
Damn. No,
So,
I really thought you were there,
he
man.
He forgave me, man. So no, it's all good. I know the next one's in Vegas coming up in a couple weeks.
And then one after that to New York.
Yeah.
I can't make the Vegas one.
I'm hoping. I think I mentioned it to you before.
Yeah, we talked about this off air that we're gonna try.
I'm gonna try to make that New York.
Yeah,
if
same
the
here.
dates come out, of course I gotta take it to the wife, see what she says.
Of course.
Hell, maybe she can come with me. Who knows? So we'll see.
Hey, it's such a big share that it's gonna be something she's gonna like.
Yeah, and it's a lot of stuff I know I haven't tried yet. I don't know that scene up there. I go to New York maybe once a year.
Really? You go to New York for what?
My cousin, she's an actress up there.
Okay. Okay.
Her boyfriend's a jazz musician. So
damn.
I'm always out and about with them.
So they
Tried
know all the
tons
ins
of
out.
beer. Oh yeah, I've tried tons of stuff. Didn't know what the hell I was drinking. Because by the end of the night, I forgot.
Yeah.
And,
you're just out hanging out with your family, having a good time.
So I'm not really documenting by taking pictures and everything. But if I do make that trip, I'll definitely be ready to take pictures, remember remember what I'm drinking.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
If we
so.
could make it, if it works out for both of us, we go over there. You'd be part of that vlog. I want to make that like another vlogging episode like I did last time.
Yeah.
But the last time I didn't have a lot of audio to it because I forgot my mics.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So I had a boom mic, but I didn't have like the mics we have on now to have like to talk to people, like me have commentary to it because it was so loud.
I saw some videos. It was like, man, it was packed.
It was packed.
I hate I missed it, man.
It was so loud. It couldn't really talk.
But I think that's just one of the things, just my position in this craft beer scene here in DFW. Since I am a family guy, and there's other family men out there as well, I kind of take a different approach to it. So I don't get a chance to make all the events. I was happy to make that Craft and Growler one, the International Women's Day.
Yeah, that was a big. That was
great, man.
That was a big one.
That was great.
I fell down fast at the end. I went down like right after you left. I was going downhill.
Yeah. Hey, it happens though, man. That was a good evening, a good event. Shout out to Robert over there at Craft and Growlers, man. That dude has taught me so much about this craft beer world, this craft beer scene in DFW.
Talk about knowledgeable. That guy is knowledgeable.
I feel stupid sometimes because I have to ask him like stupid questions that I really don't know the answer to.
You're not the only one.
And he sits there and he'll explain it to me.
With no judgment. Because you don't feel judged. You don't feel judgment. Because I do the same thing.
Yeah.
I host a quote unquote beer podcast. I don't know shit about beer. But I sit there when I talk to Robert. Robert's like, okay. This is what this means.
Yep.
And then this is what you want to look out for this, or this is what the style you want. And he just sits there and talks to you.
Yep.
He doesn't be like, really? You don't know? How long have I known you?
And that's sometimes I get in my mind. I feel like since I don't know a lot, people will be shocked that I don't know a lot. I don't know, man. I don't know why I feel that way. That's just what I am.
Well, it's just being self-conscious of understanding.
Yeah.
You know, you're aware that you have a lack of knowledge, but that doesn't make you vulnerable. What it makes you aware of that I need to learn.
Yeah.
So what it allows you to do when you go places like, let's say if you try this style and we still haven't had the brewer here, you may have questions for him that he may not typically get because you're still learning. So he'll be like, okay, let me break this down to you. Yeah. And it's a building block. That's why I fell in love with the craft beer community, because I feel the same way.
Yeah.
That's how I fell in love with the Mats here from Bitter Sisters, because they were one of our first guests.
Oh,
and
that's right.
And I told them that. Right. So shout out to Bitter Sisters. We're sitting here in Bitter Sisters right now in Addison, drinking a phenomenal stout with cocoa nibs and vanilla. I forgot. I think it's
Winter Bush.
Winter Bush with vanilla and cocoa nibs. So this is a really, really solid stout.
This is my plan for 2019. Jeez, 2019 now. I want to try more stouts, man. So far, so good.
I got a bunch of stouts at the house. If you want to do a podcast at my crib, like I just have a bunch of stouts.
Oh, okay.
And I know Jerry has a bunch of stouts too.
Jerry has a bunch of everything.
Everything. And so does Sean. Sean has boxes.
Sean has a shit ton of everything too.
No, but what made you want to get more into stouts?
I'm switching it up, man. When I first started, I was really just into lagers and blondes, ambers, the simple stuff.
Okay.
IPAs were, that was just too much for me 2 years ago.
But that was the hop craze.
Yes.
So you were there during the big old, how many hops can we fit in this drink?
Exactly. And everything was just outrageous, man. Outrageous. It had such a big bite, I didn't know how to handle it.
Same here.
Now when I drink, that's the first thing I look for when I go to a bar. Let's see what IPAs they got. To me, that's my measuring stick.
Okay.
Let's see where they're at. See how many IPAs they got on tap.
Okay.
And stouts and porters, which is something, a lot of them are heavy, especially the porters.
You mean heavy, like thick?
Yeah, just
like this?
Thick, a lot of flavor, just a lot of...
So, yeah. That'll be more the stouts. Porters?
Yeah.
But you both make the same way, basically.
Yeah.
It's just one is a little thinner than the other, and they both could be kind of thin. Like, this is a little more body to it, but I feel like, for me, this is too thin. It still has more body.
Yeah.
So you when you drink, it's like, oh, this is heavy.
Yeah.
Very velvety. It coats my tongue.
Yeah. And see, I didn't know what to look for whenever I drink the beer like I could the other ones. Like, when it hits the tongue, I can just kind of dissect the different notes in it, the different flavors. The first thing that always hit me with stouts and porters, like the coffee notes or some chocolate. So I didn't know how to break it down. But now I'm a lot better, man. I'm a lot better at it now. So I appreciate it a little bit more, especially during the colder seasons. I kind of want one of those to start off my night, just to get my palate going a little bit. But
see, we're a little bit different because I started with the stouts. I fell in love with the stouts first.
Right on.
So when I started drinking beer with Drew, I really fell in love with stouts. I was really big into heavier beers because it has a little like more of a full palate flavor.
Yeah.
It has an oaky flavor sometimes. It has a coffee flavor. It has a rum flavor because sometimes they do whiskey or rum barrel aged in some of them. And it's a really good flavor profile. So that's why I fell in love with that first. And then I gravitated towards the other things.
Do you think that's because where you're from? And
just my profile.
Profile, okay.
Like, because where I'm from, like, of course my first beer was like, not Colt 45, but something like that, 40, like a Smith malt liquor kind of drink.
Yeah.
And then like I had like Presidente, this is a Dominican drink, which is a Pilsner.
Yeah.
And I drink those stuff, like Bud Light. I drank all that stuff before. I'm like,
came back to Dallas.
Yeah.
How's it here? You like it here?
I hated it for a long time.
Really? Wow.
Hated it for a long time. I think it was, for me, what I call Dallas is a big city. DFW is a big city, of course. It's one of the bigger metroplexes in America.
Yeah.
But I felt like it wasn't a city. It's so disconnected from each other. Like uptown doesn't really work. I can't walk from uptown to downtown without killing myself. There wasn't really like, from when I first moved here, when I first came here 11 and a half years ago, the music was horrible because I didn't really listen to rock music. I'm used to like East Coast style hip hop, salsa music, Latin music, reggae. The culture felt lacking for a long time.
Okay. Compared to where you came from.
Compared to where I came from, I felt like the culture was lacking. That's why I fell in love with Houston, because at the same time Hurricane Katrina happened.
Okay.
Or not the same time, around the same time.
Yeah.
So a lot of people from that part of the South, like especially Louisiana, all the Caribbean vibes came from there and went to Houston. So you had like the West Indies vibes there. You had West Indian music there. You had calypso music. You had a bunch of that food stuff popping up out there.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Houston as a city is a shithole. As a city, no offense. Driving wise is a fucking a nightmare driving to Houston. I don't know if you've been.
Oh yeah, I was born there.
You were born in Houston? It's a horrible place to drive.
Yeah,
but there's two different reasons I love it. I love the culture in Houston. I felt more welcome there.
Yeah.
You know, I just felt like that I vibe better in Houston.
That's interesting you say that because I'm a sociology major. So I study culture. I study all that stuff, man. I was a huge fan of like Anthony Bourdain's shows.
Yeah.
He traveled Parts Unknown and No Reservation.
No Reservation was the one I was thinking about.
Yeah, but I've been in Texas my whole life. Born in Houston, raised in Dallas. I know what you're talking about because like I said, I study culture. I know Dallas is a big ass DFW's huge metroplex, but we are disconnected. We are. Part of the reason why I like the craft beer scene because we're all somewhat connected to one another.
That's why I fell in love with it too.
Through the craft beer. Without this, it seems like, and I was telling my wife, like, where am I connected to? I was a big music guy, dude. I still am. In fact, my name was my old DJ name, dude.
Cool Tony?
Yeah, Cool Tony D.
You know what? This whole week I was trying not to call you Cool Tony on the podcast because I felt bad. I kept telling everybody, like, you don't know Cool Tony?
Yeah.
Like, who you talking about? Like, Cool Tony. Instagram. He's like, what is his name? Tony. He's like, why you keep calling him Cool Tony?
That was it, dude. So that was my Cool Tony D was a DJ name that I used to try to go by when I used to chop and screw music back in the day, dude.
Nice.
And that's what I did, man.
You are from Houston, but I like it. I like it.
Yeah. So, and I just carry that name over to every social media platform I have, with no association to music or anything. Now it seems like it's more attached to the beer than it is anything I ever done.
You know what?
Cool.
That's fine. That's perfect.
No, yeah, it fits.
You know what I'd love for love to happen would be this. I love you and Jerry to do a podcast together. I've been trying to do Jerry to do a podcast for a long time. I think he has such a well-rounded speaking voice and temperament to do it. I think he can do it. He's done it before in the past. But what I like about him, he's really into music.
He is.
So I feel like you guys could collab and do some things.
We've had a short little conversation, just know about music background and everything. I think it lasted all but like 5 minutes, and we started drinking again. And it stopped, but yeah, he's a jazz guy, right? Yeah, and I love jazz, man. So I'm just a big music head, period.
I'm very picky about music, not because I know music, but for me, music has to make me feel something.
For example,
Like, I don't like country music.
same here.
I don't like country music. It doesn't make me feel anything.
But I have Garth Brooks' greatest hits at the house, so and I think that's just because I'm from Texas.
There's nothing. So here's the thing. I don't knock anybody who likes country music. I
Yeah.
do it. So a little bit about me, and people who know me know this very well. I like talking shit to people.
Yeah.
Not because I want to belittle them or anything like that. What I like to do is whatever you like. Say you was a big chop and screwed guy. Like you like live and die by it, and you love all that stuff, which is fine. And I like it, some parts of it too.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna deny it. But if I knew that you lived and died on it, I'm gonna fuck with you.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna nitpick every little thing about it and talk shit about it, just to get you upset because I know it's eating at you.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel about country music. I talk about a lot of people here in the South love country music, so I just fuck with them saying it's the wackest music of all
It's
time.
on every corner, dude.
It's on everything.
It's the way of life down here.
I know, but I don't like the reason why I don't like it because it don't make me feel anything.
No, I feel you.
It doesn't have any. To me, it has no. When I say it has no soul, I'm not saying the people who sing it have no soul.
Yeah.
Or they're not putting their best foot forward. But how I receive it very.
It doesn't
monotone.
hit you the right way. No, I get it 1,000%, man. I've been on plenty of patios and hanging out with friends, especially in college. They're jamming country. If you're around it enough, even me just being around it enough, and I went to University of North Texas and then
Oh, so you heard a bunch of country music.
country music. The North Texas State Fair that's up there, country, yes. I've seen a lot of country bands in person.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me right, but I didn't never like knock it. I was like, yeah, that's cool, man. It's cool. I get it.
Yeah,
You're digging it. That's all that matters.
That's all.
bro.
I've been to a couple of shows like in redneck towns and watch country bands because my friends were into it.
Yeah.
I was just there to pick up girls.
There were some hot girls at country shows.
Yeah,
dude.
man. Ain't gonna lie. There's always a few hot girls. But what I would say is this: I could hang out anywhere as long as I'm with my friends,
Yeah, exactly.
or I'm hanging out with cool people.
Yeah.
The music in the background, I would like it to be something that I could jam out to.
Absolutely.
But you know what? I could drown it out because we're chilling. We're hanging out, chilling.
And I'm the same exact way.
Drown it out.
I can say, whatever. If my crowd is good, my friends are good. Fuck the music. You know?
Yeah. And that's how I feel about beer too.
No, I'm with you. I agree.
The beers could be mediocre or it could be the greatest beer of all time, but I'd rather have good people with me.
Absolutely.
You know, I'd rather drink the same thing we drank before, nothing special, just having a good time.
Just having a good time, good environment, good conversation.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. That's how me and my buddies are, dude. As long as we're having a good time, hey man, we could be drinking shoe polish. Hell, we don't know.
As long as it don't kill you, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
As long as we're chilling, we're having a good time, we're laughing. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
man. That's how me and Jerry connected because we took a road trip down to Austin together. And after that
Your
day,
least favorite city.
yeah, it is my least favorite city. Because I feel the same way about Austin. Like, there's parts of it that really have a big heart community. You know, there's a big Latin community out there that I love the Latin community out there. There's a big art community out there. Like, I'm chill with them. But outside of those two nitpicks of communities that I enjoy and hanging out with, the rest of it is just superficial trash, bro.
I can see it.
And that's how I feel about
More
it.
than Dallas, though.
More than Dallas. But Dallas is not the same that it was when I first moved here.
What year did you move down here?
When I first moved out here, be 2009.
Okay.
2009. My parents moved out here 12 years ago,
Okay.
and I came down here about 2008, 2009.
It has changed since then.
Yeah,
It's been a decade.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely. So I think Eric from Six Pack Trail said it the best. He had a nice way of elegant way of putting it, and I'm gonna probably butcher it now. He said, as the craft beer community grew, they changed the culture here in Dallas.
They did.
And when you reflect on it, as craft beer became more popular here in Dallas, the culture changed here, the music changed here, the vibe in Dallas has changed as well. So yeah, I like Dallas a lot more now. Overall, I like San Antonio and Houston more.
Yeah.
But I enjoy living in Dallas. That's the reason why I'm still here.
Yeah, the culture has changed a lot, and I have to give the thanks to the craft beer scene because it gave us who are in this craft beer scene, this world.
Yeah.
I don't want to say an identity, but it gave us something to gravitate to. When a lot in Dallas, dude, there's money, and fashion, on the scene shit.
It was always like when I moved here, it was you gotta have big money.
Gotta have money. Right?
That was it.
And I don't.
I mean, neither do I. But I feel like every city has that. But that was like Dallas' identity was like when I first moved here. How I equated when I tell people Fort Worth had old money.
They did, yeah.
And you can't really tell who has old money unless someone want to flaunt it. And Dallas had 30,000 millionaires, 30,000 a year millionaires.
And what thing? Dallas used to have kind of the old money scene too, but now dude, I remember when there was no Uptown.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't even seem like it was that long ago. It was like 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
The first thing over there was American Airlines Center. Everything built up around it. Now you drive on 35, you can't even see American Airlines Center because everything's built up around it.
Yeah.
That used to be a landfill. They built the arena on top of there. The rest is history. Now it seems like downtown's just expanded.
Yeah.
And so since you've been in Texas, like what's the Texas hip hop scene? You know anything about that?
I did. You know, I used to go to House of Blues all the time.
Okay.
What was that old place? Not before, like before the Cedars, there used to be a hip hop club there. Not a club, but like a concert place.
It wasn't the Bomb, was it?
It was the Bomb Factory.
Was it the Bomb Factory? Is it still over there?
Nah.
Shit, I don't even know
They
anymore.
changed it.
Dude.
They changed it to some other name.
It's like Gillies now.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. I'm surprised I even remember that.
Nah. But so I used to see it. There was a few cats that I liked from Texas.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were from Dallas. What I try to do everywhere I go, and that's why I really fell in love with the craft beer scene too, is I try to support local.
Yeah.
You know,
Right on.
I never know if these kids are gonna make it. Or sometimes you guys are dudes.
Yeah.
I never know you're gonna make it.
Yeah.
But if I like it, I'm gonna support it.
Right on.
You know, maybe this could stretch your dream a little bit longer, so
Yeah.
you can make it. Maybe I don't know. But I always try to support local music scene.
There you go. Right on.
So that's how I spend my weekends here in Dallas. Go to the House of Blues, go see these local bands and stuff like that.
Who'd you see that was pretty interesting? Or?
There's one kid from, he's originally from Waco when he went, it was his opening act for the Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay.
And it was a cool kid, man. He was really nice lyrics. When I got to a car accident, I lost the CD, and I can't remember his name.
Right on.
But he was a really nice kid, and I haven't seen him again, so I don't know if he quit.
Nah.
Most likely, I haven't seen him around anymore.
What'd you grow up listening to up there in New York and shit?
As far as music,
Yeah.
a little bit of everything. My stepfather's Trinidadian, so I grew up listening to like calypso and West Indian music.
Okay.
But also he's really big into like 70s music,
Right on.
like neo jazz and jazz music, and he's a breakdancer too, so he played a lot of like James Brown
man.
and stuff. Yeah.
Nice, man.
So I got a little bit of everything through him. As far as my mom, I listen mostly she likes like white boy rock music sometimes, but mostly the Latin music I got from my mom and my grandmother.
Sweet, man.
And then everything else is whatever I picked up along the way.
Yeah. Right on. That's pretty cool, man. I like to know people's like music taste from where they come from and stuff, how they were influenced by different scenes. Both my parents are music heads, which got me into music.
Yeah, that's how that's how it usually works, man.
Yeah, and how I got into like the DJing and shit.
Yeah.
There was a music group here called DSR, Dirty South Riders, way back in the day. The original DJ of the group was one of my good friends, Sir Mays. Shout out DJ Curious.
Hey, DJ Curious. He has Facebook, same thing, DJ Curious?
Instagram, DJ Curious 35.
We all
Instagram,
post
Twitter, yeah.
I'm going to screenshot the guy I
In
find.
fact, his last album was actually really, really good, man. It was called Why So Curious.
Like,
really
why are you so serious, but why so
Yeah,
curious?
Why So Curious.
Okay.
It has more of a hip hop vibe. I'll let you check it out, dude. It's actually really, really
I'll
good.
listen to it. No, I'll give it a listen. I like listening.
He has more of a hip hop vibe than just the southern stuff, but he got me into the whole chocolate screw scene, man, and I'm a hip hop head, dude.
See, I used to think I was too, but here's the difference. You may fall in the same category. What happens for me is that I like the music, but I don't know the producer.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't break it down.
I don't break it down.
Right
I was like, I like that song, and
Yeah.
it starts and ends for me.
Yeah.
So I used to be like, I'm big into music. I love music.
Yeah.
And then I meet people who really love music.
Yeah.
Like, who composed that song? Who wrote that stuff?
See, that's me.
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
'Cause I never, like, back in the days, when you bought a CD, they came with all that information.
Yep.
Now you got to go find it.
I used to dissect it, man.
Yeah, so I never did that. And I
Yeah.
wish I did. because as I get older now, and you tell me about someone who was the pianist on this song, and I realized he was a pianist on a couple other songs, I'm like, oh, okay. I realized I like this guy's piano versus this guy's piano.
Yeah.
Or even where some of the like in the early 2000s, hip hop violin became really popular.
Yeah.
That's how I got into like.
Twister had his song.
Yeah,
Overnight Celebrity with that.
Well, he even had it from that girl from the Apollo. They call her a hip hop violinist.
Yeah.
Which I don't like her. She's great. But I think the Black brothers who came up after her were way better.
My wife and I, we just went to a concert recently of, gosh, I forgot his name already. But he was a hip hop violinist. We saw him right in.
White boy or black guy?
Black guy.
You're talking about one by himself, right?
Yeah. He has a little group with him. Like a pianist, guitarist, and a bass. I forgot his name, dude. It's on the tip of my tongue, too.
Two black violinists?
Yeah.
Is it black violinist?
It's a black guy, yeah.
No, I'm talking about his name of the band is Black Violinist.
I don't think that's the name of his group. I don't know. I forgot his name, man. I feel so bad.
My other phone has all my music stuff on it, so I can't really look it up on this.
Yeah.
I'm going to try.
But the boy was bad, man. He could jam, dude. And my wife and I, we really enjoyed it. We went and saw a show at the Black Academy of Arts.
Okay.
Over there in downtown. It was really, really good, man.
I like music, but I'm not into it. Like,
right on.
When I compare myself to like you or Jerry, who pay attention to who wrote it or who composed it or who was produced on this song.
It's crazy, man. Like I can hear a song, I can tell you who produced it, all that good stuff, man. I got so many damn playlists at the house, dude, on my phone. All different types, from alternative to hip hop to everything, dude.
So my music palette is limited as far as outside. When you get outside of like my norm, it gets limited.
Yeah.
So when it comes to rock music, I like Kootonyd and Cambria, which I feel like a lot of people don't like them if you're into rock music. But I enjoy them. But that's about it. I don't enjoy a lot of rock music. Some I do, some I don't. But it's not like
more rock or alternative.
Alternative.
Okay, right on.
Yeah. All I know, to the day I die, the Beatles is the worst band of all time.
You know what? I can't say I'm a big fan of them either, but I love the mashup album that Danger Mouse did with Jay-Z's Black album.
Yeah.
And the Beatles' White album. He made the Gray album.
Oh, I've heard this stuff before.
It's actually really good. Yeah, that's him, man.
I didn't remember his name though, and I'm not familiar. He's like, when you listen to Spotify, they say recommended artists.
Yeah.
Some of his stuff has come up.
We went and saw his show, man. It was actually really, really good, dude. We enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was a good show. A very small venue. Solid performance, man.
I like the smaller venues though.
Oh, they're the best
music
ones.
sounds better.
Yeah. Yeah, if the acoustics weren't the best, at least that night they weren't. But I've been there before and seen other shows, and I've enjoyed it every single time, man. Let me post this beer real fast.
Now go do what you gotta do. This is actually really good beer. So shout out to. But it's also
the thing with the craft beer scene that I'm still like, I kind of scratch my head towards, is like their marketing scene, dude.
Man, their marketing is dog shit.
It's bad.
Dog shit.
I don't know if it's across the board.
It is across the board. So when you look at the marketing, who do you think has a good marketing thing? What I would say, aside of like being the first, like Deep Elm, of course, was good marketing because they were first, so they
have billboards. And
they have billboards everywhere. But outside of that, let's look at social media. What I think has the best social media game right now will be Martin House and Community. Community puts production behind their videos.
I guess I haven't been to Community.
Put it up right now. Get on Instagram. Look at Community's
community shit
feed. Like they put production on their stuff, man.
Because I know Martin House, and I work in Fort Worth, so I see. I guess because I have a buddy who used to volunteer over there also, so I always had a good ear in for them. I love all their beer over there, by the way. That's probably one of my favorite beer breweries in DFW is Martin House, man.
No, that's fair enough. They do what I'm the opposite. I don't like a lot of their beers, but what I do like about them is they go for it. They push the envelope.
They do.
As much as they can. It's something that was just within reason. They don't go out the way to try to kill themselves, but they always try to push it. They always have a new series coming out. They're trying stuff. They're doing twists to whatever series they had before.
Yeah.
And that's what I really like about them. And I hope
they stand out with their art too.
Yeah, they have stories behind it, Harvey, but when you actually look
they
it up,
do. They do. I heard that.
Yeah, I like it a lot. That's why they push it. They push the envelope as best they can, especially with their can art. That's why it's very unique, bro.
Yeah. You know, what community you mentioned, they're actually one of the first beer brewers I ever checked out in DFW. Them and Pedicle.
They opened almost the same time.
Yeah. I remember 105.3 The Fan had an event over there at a community beer garden.
Here's the perfect thing. Look at Petty Cola's Instagram feed and look at Community's Instagram feed. They both are okay. I wouldn't say one's phenomenal, but if I had to pick a winner in the DFW Instagram or like Facebook feed, Community is probably up there for me.
I wonder why that is. Do you think they rely on people like me, people like you,
No,
to showcase?
Penny
or
Colas takes pictures and they
why
post.
don't they invest?
Well, Community has. They have a social media person who posts their videos, who edit their videos to make production for their events. Whenever they host event themselves, a big event for them, they always try to make production value videos and they release it from time to time. And they put effort behind it. So they're one of the few who really put effort in it. When you look at someone like, let's say, Noble Ray, Four Corners you can add to it, but what I was thinking was Four Bullets.
Okay.
Have you been to Four Bullets yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, they really do English style beers really well at Four Bullets. But look at their social media, bro. Dog shit.
Really?
Beers, phenomenal. People, phenomenal. Location, I like it's hidden, so it makes me feel special. Because it's like a hidden gem between Richardson. Like if you wouldn't know, you wouldn't know it was there.
No shit.
Wouldn't know it was there.
That's how I felt about Texas L Project.
You know it was hidden back in the days?
I didn't even know I'd never heard of them until I just looked them up one day. I had my TABC, I even have it now, and I was looking just for some easy taproom shit. I found them, I was like, I never heard of this place. Who are they? So I don't see shit about them.
No, they don't post a lot about their stuff. They try.
And I volunteered there for about 6 months, 2 years ago. The events were lackluster. There's nothing too special about them.
The beers are nothing special. I like they have a beautiful facility.
They have a great facility.
The facility is fucking
probably one of the best facilities in town.
I think so, man. I think they have
one of the. It was made for it. It was great.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
They have the space, the room, everything.
But yeah, but compared to that, like Texas L Project, compared to Community, they push out better content, but they have someone who focuses on social media.
I don't think they do a good job.
Well, it's something they do better, but it's not they don't do a good job.
Yeah.
They're not hitting the right post to connect to the community. Like the beer community, of course, you want to connect to the beer community within DFW, of course. Any market you're in, you want to connect to the beer community. But what you really want to connect to is the general market.
Correct.
You want to get more people in the seats, right?
Correct.
And that's why I think Deep Ellum wins on that, because they're very colorful. Their facility's very colorful.
Yeah.
They're very enjoyable.
Yep.
I have nothing bad to say about anybody that works with Deep Ellum, but what I would say is I'm not a big fan of their beers. They don't make bad beers, but compared to other brewers,
nothing that stands out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get you. I get you.
But they do stand out, so they pull people from the general market in.
Yes. Yeah, you're right.
So I think that's a big problem for a lot of our craft brewers. And a lot of people are still small-time craft brewers, man. I think Oak Cliff. Look at Oak Cliff. They're opened up.
They got some good stuff. Man.
They got good stuff, but they're still Todd is still.
Shout out to Todd.
Shout out to Todd.
He was at Texas L back when I was there.
Yeah, but he's a brewer who's a phenomenal brewer.
Yeah, man. Todd's
but
good.
he's not a social media guy. He just likes making his beer, making really good beer. And then you got the owner. You know, he's not a social media expert. And they're still such a tight-knit community.
Yes.
I wouldn't say community, tight-knit team that they all work with each other. They're all still trying to just work doing a team. So they have no one out there to be like, what a new idea is going to make fresh to get the general market involved.
Yeah.
I think Robert, is it Robert? No, Jacob.
Jacob, yeah.
Jacob from Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
He's trying to make some events to pop out. And he's trying, but yeah, he's on the boots too, like moving tanks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they don't have someone dedicated just for like trying to come up with ideas to outreach and have a lot of time to invest that. You know?
That's why, sometimes I sit back and I just think stuff like, man, maybe this happens because of this happens because of this. I like people like Craft and Growlers, man. They put on good events, but they'll showcase Dude, there's a lot of beers I never would have tried if I never went to Craft and Growlers.
Yeah.
Because I don't make it to the beer breweries. I haven't been to Oak Cliff. I haven't been to their brewery yet.
You need to. I like them a lot, man. You need to. They
Yeah.
got really good stuff. You know, the reason why you need to is not because they won't make money if you buy their beer anywhere else. They make money there too.
Yeah.
Because they already sold their keg.
Yeah.
But what they do at their place, they blend their beers.
Ah, okay.
So they have a few styles that they blend together that makes a new. It's the same beer, a new flavor profile.
Okay.
It makes it interesting.
Nice.
And I think that's what makes something unique there. That's why I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And plus they're my friends, so I want to support them anyway.
For sure, yeah. I've driven by there. Jerry's told me to check it out many a times. The only thing is, I'm on this side of town.
No, it's fun. So it's easy.
So it's hard to get on that side of town, man.
Yeah.
Especially in the evening time.
Bro,
I get home from work.
let's say today, let's say Friday night, tonight, boom. Let's say we wasn't doing podcast. We're like, all right, Tony, let's link up. Let's go to Oak Cliff. I don't live too far from you. I was like, I'm gonna pick you up. I say I pick you up at 6. It's still gonna take us an hour to get there.
It's gonna take us an hour because traffic.
Plus
is shit,
traffic.
man.
Even if we take the side streets and get some food first, it's gonna be a mission. It's gonna be a
Exactly.
mission to get there.
Yep.
So I get it.
That's the only. But I guess hell, you live in a city. That's what you get.
Well, you live in this city.
Yes, you live in this city.
Back to Albuquerque. Shout out to Albuquerque. The guy we got this place called Alien Brew Pub,
Okay.
and he was like, "Man, you gotta check this brewery out, but it's a drive."
Yeah.
So in our head, we all looked at each other like, "Damn, maybe he's talking about maybe an hour." So homegirl was there, or Jacob's wife from Strange Brew. I should say her name, Adriana. I know why I said it like that. Adriana was like, "Wait, what's the drive for you?" He's like, "It's 15 minutes away." She's like, "Oh, we got time. We can head over there." Because all their breweries are so close together
Okay.
that when you got one brewery, you're already connected to at least 10 of them
Wow, that's crazy.
in that same market.
Yeah.
So, and even if you want to go to another brewery, another side of the town, that's only 15, 10 minutes away. And then you had another set of breweries, and then another 10, 15 minutes away, maybe north. There's another set of breweries. And so everything's within a 20, 30-minute drive from each other.
Sweet. Oh, that's pretty cool.
And of course, the Albuquerque is a much smaller city than us, but
What's the
It's-
closest one here? Is it Three Nations?
close. No, from here?
What's the next closest beer brewery? Not like a Flying Saucer or nothing, but
Brewery. So we're at Bitter Sisters, Three Nations and Farmers Branch. You might be right.
yeah, that's right down the
You might be right.
Is
you
it
might
the
be
closest
right.
one here?
You might be right, because without looking at a map, I can't think of another
Because the other
brewery.
one's the other way, Oak Highlands.
Oak Highlands by me, which is like a 15, 20-minute drive.
Yeah.
But Farmers Branch, like, if you just take this road over here, you can make it down to Bitter Sisters in like
less than 10 minutes, probably.
that's hitting the lights.
Yeah.
So you're right. It might be Three Nations. You're right. You're
So
right.
like around here, you gotta drive. Just a little bit, which is nothing wrong with that.
But I think that's just the market itself. Outside of like the one good street they have here for craft brewery, because I feel like R.I.P. Noble Ray, where Noble Ray was at.
yeah. I stopped by there the other day and got me a 6-pack, dude.
I'm about to go do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna do a bike trail drive,
right on.
bike ride over there.
Yeah, cool, man. Damn, you stay that close? Wait,
I'm not that close. No, so I think when I did the 6-pack trail, I met these guys.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we're gonna
6-pack
meet at
trail.
another bar, maybe like 10 miles down the road,
Yeah.
and then bike ride over there.
See, man, that's yeah. I went over there, man. It
I'm
was
gonna buy I'm gonna buy a hoodie. They say they're gonna open back up, but we don't know if they can or not.
yeah. I talked to the bartender the other day. He was just kind of just down in the dumps. Didn't know what was about to happen. Then I get home like literally yesterday. I saw 10-15% off all merchandise. Like, damn, y'all should have told me that when I was there the other day.
Yeah.
But it's all good. I got my 6-pack of what's it called? It's the peanut butter
Parampus.
Brampus.
It's my favorite one, bro.
Oh, I never had it till yesterday.
Bro, it's my favorite beer they make,
It
bro.
is fantastic,
Bro,
man.
that's the reason I fell in love with Noble Ray. I'm not a big fan of a lot of the beers, but what I always said about Noble Ray was our Martin House on this side of town. They tried different things.
I never thought of it like that.
They missed, in my opinion, for me, in my palate, they missed for me more than they hit. But they tried a lot of things.
Yeah.
But Parampus was a hit.
Parampus
for me.
is badass.
That shit was delicious,
peanut
bro.
butter,
I like that more than
brown ale.
Yum Nut, bro.
See, I'm trying to think if I had a lot of this stuff. Again, if it wasn't for, Craft and Growlers and places like that, I don't make it to a lot of the beer breweries, man.
No, but that's why there's the beauty of having like Lone Star and Craft and Growlers.
Yes.
I mean, because Lone Star Taps and Cap, shout out to Rick. It's because for people like you, for the general population that, and you're more connected to craft beer than the general population, but when you walk into that place, you're like, okay, Robert, who's new on here I haven't had before? He's like, have you heard of Noble Rays? Like, nah, I heard of them, but I haven't had any beer. Okay, this is really good beer.
Yeah.
And they make these other styles too. Same thing when you go hang out at, go talk to Rick.
Yeah.
In the same way at Lone Star Taps and Caps.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
I will say, when I step into places like that, I do feel like the smartest man in the room because I've had a lot of shit that's on their table.
Yeah. Well, they definitely connect to the general market. Try to more.
Yeah.
But with them still, if you follow their social media, they tap things. They like, okay, I may not have time to go to this brewery. Like if you go Lone Star Taps and Caps is a quicker drive for you heading north than driving south to Oak Collins. Not Oak Collins, to Oak Cliff.
Yeah.
At 5 o'clock on Friday.
No shit.
So you can drive up to Lone Star Taps and Caps. It's still a mission for you, but it's quicker to get there for you versus going down.
It's on this side. It's on
your
this
side of
part
town.
The DFW area. Yeah,
It's on
for
your
sure.
side of town. You can drop up. You can get on the highway real quick, head over there, and boom.
Yep.
You get there and you get to try if they're tapping something from them. You know. So I love those places.
Are you a growler person? Do you do growlers?
No, I don't growler anything.
I don't do growlers
I don't
either,
growl.
man.
I used to. But there's something that misses when you growl or something. Like you have to drink it that day.
You do. That's what I was. My buddy Carlos. Shout out to him. He's gonna be watching this, by the way.
Hey, what's up, Carlos?
He got a growler that night from Craft and Growlers after the women's event. I said, dude, make sure you drink it within like the next
Day or two.
24, 48 hours, no longer than that. He's never had it before. He's never done the growler thing. I was
Yeah.
like, do it. I don't do them because, believe it or not, I actually, when I'm at home, I don't drink a lot of beer.
Bro, I broke my friend's heart. Like, but I agree with you. You have to drink or you lose something.
Yeah.
So one of my friends is he stayed at my house. Him and his wife got into a fight. So he came into my house. Really good friend of mine, but he never really stayed there before. So he just sitting there drinking and stuff like that. And he saw my beer fridge. He's like, damn, you got a lot of beer, blah, 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 blah. The next day, he's back home. He's calling me. He's like, so what are you drinking tonight, man? Trying to like live vicariously through me. He's like, man, honestly, I don't drink that much, man. I'm gonna be
My
honest.
wife would think different that I don't.
Like I drink when I do a beer picture. Like I was trying to tell him, I was like,
Yeah.
honestly, when you see me post pictures, I pick the day or a weekend that I know I'm gonna drink a bunch of beer or have a friend over,
Yeah.
and we go and drink beers together.
Yeah.
And I'll take pictures that night.
Yeah.
And that's why they always look like it's in my house because they are. Usually
Yeah.
at my house, I'm drinking a bunch of these beers that day,
Yeah.
and I don't really drink during the week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless I'm doing a podcast, I don't really drink that much beer.
Yeah, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays during football season, yes, I am drinking.
Sundays, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
baseball season for me, Yankees don't.
Hey, I'm a Yankees fan too.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Okay.
I am a Yankees fan.
We're looking good. We have a lot of people in DL right now, but it's early. I'd rather have them in DL right now versus after All-Star break.
The pitching gonna be good this year.
I'm happy with the relief pitching right now, but again, this is only,
I'm satisfied with Aaron Boone. I mean, hell,
Yeah.
they won 100 games last year, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We'll see.
Semantics
last season,
100
right?
games in any other division besides, the ALCS, the East. I should say, I said it all fucked up.
You gotta beat Boston.
Well, but think about us in our division. We have the toughest division because you win 100
It is
games.
a tough division, dude.
You win 100 games in any other division, you're
gonna win the division.
Yeah, but we won 100 games and we had a fight.
What did Boston win last year?
Boston won we barely won 100. I think Boston won like 108.
They were just solid last year.
Tampa
dude.
won 100 games too.
No shit.
Bro,
Yeah, it was tough last year, man. Yeah, it's crazy. I grew up. I'm from here, but I'm a Yankee fan. My favorite player was Derek Jeter.
I loved it.
Love Jeter, man.
Jeter, the biracial angel.
Love him. Only reason why I became a Yankee fan here in Dallas, because back growing up, the Rangers were horrible.
Yeah.
We had A-Rod. We let him go.
No, here's the
Still paid him. I think hell, we could still be paying him now. Hell, I don't know.
No. When you guys filed for bankruptcy, you guys had you wiped out his
Finally
contract.
got rid of him.
Yeah.
About time.
So Yankees won 100 games last year. Red Sox won 108, and then the Rays won 90 games.
I didn't realize the Rays won that many. That's crazy.
Bro,
man.
we're in a tough division. Like 100 games, like if we would have won 100
Who
games
was in there? Baltimore and Toronto?
Yeah, Baltimore, they won 47. They were dog shit last year.
Yeah,
The Blue
they're-
Jays won 73. But no, any other division, we would have fucking clinched.
Yeah, every time I go to New York, I try to make I try to go to a Yankees game. If not, I'll settle for a Mets game. The last Mets game I went to was the Yankees and Mets. At,
So here's the thing,
at
my mom-
City. It
my
was
mom-
a badass experience.
My mom's a big Mets fan.
I like the Mets too, man, but
Nah.
I'm more of a Yankees person.
Yeah, so it's easy to do that. I'm more like I'd rather have. So here's the thing, I'm an asshole. So
There's nothing wrong with that. At
when
least
it
you
com-
admit it, man.
Yeah, no. For me, it's this: if you're in my division,
Yeah.
I hate that. You know, the Eagles in the Super Bowl. It's like, oh, the Eagles in the
Yeah,
division.
believe me, I
I hate the Patriots. I'd rather see the Eagles win. Like, no, they're in our division.
Yeah,
I'd rather
fuck
see them all die before they win.
Yeah. Good shit. No, I'm with you on that one.
Nobody winning in our division besides my team.
When the Astros were in the World Series 2 years ago, so I am a Ranger fan too. I
Yeah, but
hated
the
it.
Astros not. Is the Astros? No, they're not in the division.
Yeah,
They're
they
in the
switched to the
division?
AL. They used to be a National League team.
I thought they were still in that. Oh shit.
Yeah, they
I don't
played-
pay attention.
Yeah, so a few years ago they switched to the NL, to the AL. They put them in our division, and now I hate them. I used to like the Astros.
Yeah. I used
Just because,
to like the Astros too.
oh,
but
dude, I used to love them, man, because you can get those National League teams that are coming down.
bringing back the craft beer. Anything you're hoping for moving forward? I think the craft beer has a lot of place to grow and is moving in the right direction. But anything you're looking forward to? Anything you're hoping for?
Personally, I want to. I know the DFW scene. I don't know it to 100%, but I'm growing as it's growing as well.
Yeah.
I want to check out the other ones like Houston, Austin, San Antonio.
Maybe you could
Everything in
tag.
between.
Maybe you could tag along. I've seen the bits and pieces of it, but I don't know it well enough.
Yeah.
But that's why I make the claim. I think DFW has the best beer community in Texas.
I've been told that a lot. I've heard that from you before.
I yell it
From
to.
a few other people as well.
I yell it from the mountaintops. I want people to challenge me. Challenge me. Like no one. See, think about my co-host says there's a New York attitude because I always gonna say we're the best at everything. Or best where my peoples are the best. So what we do, may be true, maybe not be true. But when I say that is I think the beer community in general is a better community than most. So I think if your local city has a beer community, I think it's going to be well connected and integrated to the culture there, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think Dallas has the better one.
Yeah.
But I say that because I want people to challenge me. Call me out. Tell me what you think has a better beer community. Let's hang out and let's figure it out. I'm not looking for a fight. I want a challenge on it.
Just want to challenge it and hey, I want to
Challenge
experience
my
what you
per-
experience and you experience my experience.
Exactly.
No, I think that's fantastic. I remember talking to I forgot her name. She was at the women's event. She was from Tyler. Lipstick something. She's on Instagram.
I don't remember.
It's real cool. I finally got a chance to meet her at the women's international thing. And I want to check out that scene. It's just an hour away.
Yeah.
True Vine, East Texas. I've never been out there. My whole family's from freaking Tyler, but
Yeah.
I don't go out there anymore.
If you want to take a drive one day, let me know. I'll drive with you.
Yeah, for sure, man.
We can hop in my car. We go out there and
Yeah.
make a day out of it.
I remember, I don't know much about even the Denton scene. I did Audacity, but Audacity's gone now.
Yeah. No, it's an interesting beer scene, man.
One of my idols
Bearded
is
Monk.
Jen the Bearded Lady, and I never met her.
Shout out to Jen. Jen's good.
Never met her.
They have one more keg of her Blueberry Fortune, I think it was called.
Yeah.
That one more keg, I think they're releasing soon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw her feed.
I probably did. Yeah.
Yeah, they got one more of her beer that she made with them that they're releasing. The Denton County Brewery
Yes.
is what it's called. I like the guy.
Yeah.
I like his ideas.
It's right there in like little downtown Denton, right?
Yeah, it's right next to the Bearded Monk.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's right next to each
I
other.
remember that's where Mike, Dallas Beerstagram.
Yeah.
Mike, shout out to him. I think that's the next event he wants to do up there in Denton.
Yeah.
Which I think is great. 'Cause, dude, I get to Denton, my old college town. I run into old buddies. I'm checking out some of my old college bars.
There's
I
the
don't
social
venture
bar.
out, dude.
Yeah, man, no, the social bar there. So a beautiful thing about Denton, which I like, the two craft beer bars is right next to the three craft beer places.
Yeah, East Side, Oak Street Draft House.
Uh-huh.
That's where I always go when I don't go out. One of my old high school classmates, Kel Marshall, he helped open up East Side.
Oh, for real?
So I go there, and hell, I stay there. So that's my only issue. Like, I don't venture out. So when I want to look, I need to venture out more, man.
Yeah.
A lot of the times I find stuff, whether I go to like a Craft and Growlers or wherever, and I buy individual cans, individual bottles. I need to venture out more, and I want to check out more beer breweries. My wife is down to do it. It's just, shit, I just haven't done it.
What I would say is
That's
this.
one of my goals, man.
I do it a lot, not a lot, but I do far often. Me, Jacob, and Adriana of Strange Brews, we tend to go wherever they want to go, because whenever they want to go somewhere, they always want to do something new and change their rhythm up, because they like that. They like doing something different, changing their routine up. For me, I'm a very routine kind of person. I'll do the same thing every day. It won't bother me.
Same.
You know, I might mix it in once every few months, but I'm very routine. So I like hanging out with them, you know, because they switch it up, and boom. Next time they ever invite me somewhere or we plan something, I'll text you, let you know.
Please, yeah, let me know.
Yeah,
man.
or if not, but not this weekend, but the next weekend, we could go to Denton, because what I like about Denton is the three breweries are right next to each other. You got the Bearded Monk, then you have Denton County Brewery right next to it. Then down the street you have Alamo,
Yeah,
right next down the street from
right.
there. And then you have those two craft bars right there, which all you can technically walk all three. People don't do it because Alamo from Denton County is about a quarter of a mile, not half a mile away. But you can walk all that.
That stuff wasn't there when I was there.
Of course not.
This is not. Seeing this
10 years ago when I was drinking in Denton, all we had was Fry Street.
Believe me, dude, I have pictures on the wall. I used to have pictures on the wall. I think that
Bro,
bar
I've been
closed
kicked out
down
of
now.
every bar on Fry Street, not because of anything I ever did.
Do you remember Sidebar?
Yeah.
There? I used to live
Bro,
in there.
they shut down. They shut it
shut it
down,
down, dude.
because they used to give Kootonyd nights.
I remember something like that. Yes.
Yeah, they used to.
I don't miss those days, dude. That was an old.
I
me.
never forget it. I got beat up on this podcast for it, but I remember I had $1 in my pocket. It was Nickel Natty Night. I went there, ordered 10 beers, left $1.
You know what? That, dude, I have stories like this as well.
Bro, they beat me up on the podcast because they're like,
They don't believe it. My roommate and I went out with $2 in our pocket.
yeah, no.
Got effed up,
Remember
dude.
they used to do $1 Wells, $1 you call it, before 10 o'clock?
They still do it some places, man.
Yeah, but yo, $1 you call it. Yo, I have two pictures. The Nickel Natty Night that I dropped 50 cents to buy 10 beers and left 50 cents. And my friends on the podcast all beat me up about it.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you only left them 50 cents? Bitch, all I had was $1.
All you had was $1.
And it was cheaper to buy those Nickel Natty Nights than to go
yeah,
to
it was,
the gas station and buy a beer.
Hell yeah.
So,
Denton was the shit, man.
and then that $1 you call it, I remember
I
it
don't
was
know how
10.
the hell I graduated.
I don't know how. I couldn't have graduated there. That's why I never went to college there. But I remember drinking there all the time. My friends who graduated there, I don't know how they hung out with me. But we went to Sidebar and it
I
was
probably ran into you before, dude.
Probably.
Because I lived on Fry Street.
I was
My apartment was up the street.
You used to park. So was my friend the house spot. They used to live down the street from the church.
I used to stay behind the church.
So we used to
Right
park
on
at the church.
Fulton and it's Fulton and there's Ponder. I used to stay right in the middle.
So
of it.
so you know what the church is at? You know
Yeah.
those houses on there? You walk down 10 blocks, and you got the right by right before you get to the highway. They had a house there. They were renting.
Yeah, we probably drank together and
Probably.
didn't even know it, man.
Well, I had a few drunken nights there, a lot, but the one night I'll never forget, it was a table this big. You know, Sidebar had a table about this big on the wall, and it was $1 you call it night, and it was last call before they changed it to regular prices. I'm like, I'm not paying regular prices. They didn't, because they let you buy all the drinks you want without stopping you.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are we drinking? We had 20 rum and cokes, we had 20 whiskey and cokes, and had 20 whiskey and Sprites.
Sounds about normal.
Had the whole table full of drinks.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to anybody because we was there with a bunch of friends of mine to pick up
Plastic
girls.
cups, too, so you just
Plastic
dump
cups,
it in
yeah.
yeah.
Talk to girls. Everybody kept to go talk to girls. I said, I'm focused. This is my mission tonight.
Yeah.
I'm drinking
Hell
the
yeah,
shit right
dude.
here on this table.
Yeah. Good
And
shit.
they got a picture of me. I drank a good 60% of what was on the table. And they had me sleeping on the table.
You ever did a Fry Street crawl?
I've never survived one.
I've made it through once out of my whole existence, and that wasn't even on my birthday. That was somebody else's birthday.
I did it once, but I don't count that because technically you just gotta take a shot at every bar, shot in the beer at every bar, and then make it all the way back and forth. But when the day I did it, we just took shots back and forth. But in my head, what I consider in my head a real Fry Street crawl is you party at every single one and make it back.
And I never made it when I did that.
Then when you party, you can never make it back. It's impossible.
My 24th birthday, 10 years ago. Crazy, man. I remember...
I was 20.
Man, my two buddies had to carry me home. And the only reason I remember they carried me home because I remember just a little bit I remember they carried me. I remember literally 5 minutes later I woke up. It was the next morning. I said, how did I get here?
No.
I told myself I'll never get that bad again. But every time I go to Denton, man, I love it. I have fun. I met my wife in North Texas.
No way.
Well, not technically at North Texas, but she went to North Texas also.
Yeah.
So we got married on campus at North Texas. The night before my wedding, I was on Fry Street.
My friend got married. He had his bachelor party at Fry Street.
Yeah, well, I didn't do bachelor. I did my bachelor party in Austin.
I wish he did something special. I'm like, Fry Street, really?
But the night before, I was on Fry Street, man, and it was actually 2 weeks before Sidebar shut down. So I was in there with the owner, who I've known forever. His name was Chad. I love the guy. He shut it down, man. So I was one of the last good groups to fill it up.
That's probably one of the reasons why they shut it down.
Yeah, it could have been, man. I don't know.
No.
In fact, Sidebar is one of the first places I ever tried craft beer at, dude. So
No way.
I hold that place close to my heart, man. And that was a Ziegenbach. That was a Texas beer, Ziegenbach, man. I didn't know craft beer. Shit, I was 21, 22.
Yeah, but that was craft beer because that's different from everything you see on commercial.
I was just drinking.
That
back
is local.
then. Yeah, I was only drinking Bud Light back then, or whatever else.
Nickel, Daddy, like whatever else they
Most
were
time it was
serving.
liquor because liquor was cheap.
Yeah, it's dirt cheap, and you
So-
can mix it with everything. It was always dirty liquor, like shitty stepped on liquor.
Oh yeah, it was
Then you
bad.
just mix it with something.
One of my best friends up there was the bartender there, and I used to go with him. He used to open up day bar at 5 o'clock. I just go with him. Shane had nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Go in there, he'll cut the Ranger game on. I'm sitting there just chilling. Hey, what's a Ziegenbach? Here you go, just try it. That's not bad, dude.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Then my other buddy got me into cider. I never thought beer could taste like apple. That shit blew my mind,
Yeah,
dude.
I didn't heard
I'm not
cider
a big
trouble
fan of
there.
it now, but it's what helped
It's something
me get
interesting.
into it.
Yeah, it's something
Woodchuck
interesting.
was the first one, man. Woodchuck from Vermont.
Yeah.
And just explored ever since. So I hold Sidebar and Denton close to my heart because being up there, man, it exposed me to so much. And that's how I got in. That's my whole.
They got you into craft beer.
dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
beautiful.
where it started at, man.
That's beautiful.
Now I look at it now. There's East Side of Oak Street Draft House, beer breweries everywhere.
There's a lot of
that
craft
wasn't
beer.
there back
yeah,
then.
yeah, it's different now. Definitely, Denton's changed a lot, but that's beautiful. I hold Sideboard I hold Denton to my heart because it taught me a lot as far as that I don't judge a book by its cover because in my opinion, when you look at Denton compared to New York City,
You think it's country. You think it's me personally.
Dirt
Yeah.
shit.
Even from Dallas to Denton, I thought Denton was a country ass town.
but I had some of my funnest times in my early years in Dallas, living here,
Yeah.
was there in Fry Street
love it,
with
man.
my friends.
I still go back now every now and then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know next time. Dude.
No, I'm always down to drink. I love Fry Street. I have the thing about Fry Street now. I feel like the old guys that used to show up there. Remember that guy in the van?
Yeah, EB. I know him
EB?
very well, dude.
I spoke with EB once.
Smoky Trees.
Yeah.
Smoky Trees. Yeah.
Bro, motherfucker got me dumb one night.
Yeah, I know him very. I don't know him personally very well, but
Now I don't know him personally very
dude,
well. I
I've
smoked with
talked to
him.
him. There used to be Taco Man. Used to hang out by Cool Beans all the time. Lucky Lou's, the owner of Lou's, went to my old high school, North Mesquite.
No shit.
So every time I see, that's where I go now, because Sidebar's shut down. But I'll go down to Lucky Lou's and just post up. Still got $2 shots.
I remember when they opened that pizzeria up in there.
Crooked Crush.
Yeah, I remember when they opened that up. I'm like, oh shit, they're popping now.
Oh, dude, it's always packed, man. You gotta eat some when you're down there, because
Yeah.
you're doing all that damn drinking,
Oh, there's
man.
too much drinking. Nah, I hold that into a high place in my heart too, because it definitely made me feel like that's when I came to the idea of like, it doesn't matter where I drink, it's matter who I drink with.
For sure.
I love my friends, and I've always had so much fun there.
Yep.
And I could be at the best club in the world, but if I'm not with my peoples or I'm not,
Not gonna have fun.
it's not fun.
Not gonna enjoy it, dude. Not gonna enjoy it. I agree with you 1,000%.
Doesn't matter. I'll be at the best club with the best beers and drinks in the world, but
Mm-hmm.
if it's my people's not there or I'm not like chilling with the people there, it doesn't mean anything, man. So
Sure doesn't. Denton is a judge-free zone, dude.
No,
no one judges up there.
I like
man.
Denton a lot. I like Denton.
Yeah.
I like the beer scene in Denton. I am very interested to see what the beer scene will be like 5 years from now in Denton.
Oh, I bet it's gonna be nice.
I'm interested because this is my opinion. This is my hypothesis of what the beer scene will be for Denton.
Mm-hmm.
So how Albuquerque, New Mexico is, where they just do their own thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Denton County breweries will be, if they stick to their guns and be to themselves and be unique.
Yeah.
I think they'd be the most unique beers out there if they just stick to themselves.
I totally agree with you because Denton is a unique town, similar to. I know you don't like Austin, but similar to an Austin.
Well, here's the thing about Denton. The difference between Denton and Austin, Denton people are just they true to themselves.
They are. They're way more.
And they
true to
do what they do what they want.
I agree.
So what I feel like that beer community, that beer town would be like versus Austin, because they follow the trends in Dallas and in Austin a lot.
They do.
So whatever the trend is, everybody's following. And I don't fault the breweries for that because they got to make money.
Yeah.
That's fine. But what I feel like the Denton beer community would be more open to them to being unique. If the breweries being unique to themselves too, because Denton only respects honesty.
They do. And
That's
what
why
I love about them.
Yeah,
too, man.
that's why I love them too, because I was always myself up there.
Yeah.
And even though no one agreed with me, no one said like, "Oh, you're wrong." It's like, "It's what you feel is what you feel, whatever."
Yeah.
You know, everybody's true to themselves, and that's why I respect Denton, and why I don't respect Austin.
Yeah.
Not all of Austin, but the scene that everybody loves in Austin.
Yeah.
You know, the big things everybody loves about the hippiness. The hippie shit is fake. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
They're not real hippies. There might be some. There might be some. I met a few.
Yeah.
I met a few like people who started the vegan stuff in Austin 11, 12 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, they're true to their game, but not everybody.
I agree. I agree. The hippie thing is something it's cool now, so everybody wants to get a part of. Even that's why they changed it from hippie to hipster.
Yeah.
I'm hipster. Yeah, I get you. Are you
Yeah.
really? Or are you just going with the flow right now?
Exactly.
I
feel that a lot over there. But what I would say is that
It's like Williamsburg in Brooklyn, dude.
bro, Williamsburg,
Hipsters.
man.
Hipsters everywhere.
People
dude.
used to get robbed in Williamsburg.
Yeah, not anymore. It's
Now you got
nice.
a bunch of people
bro.
biking and running over
Yeah,
there.
It's beautiful now. Shit.
And $1 million plus homes over there.
Yeah. In fact, one of the wine bars we go to all the time, they have craft
They
beer
have
there.
brunches over in Williamsburg
Dude,
now.
I love Williamsburg, man. I would live in Williamsburg, man.
They got brunches. You can't afford it. I can't afford it.
can't afford it.
It would take me, you, your wife, your
Yeah.
cousin, and the jazz musician all together to try to make the payments for a house over there.
Williamsburg's sweet, man. It's
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
dude. No, but I agree with you on Denton, dude. I lived there for 4 years. And it's just an honest place. Everybody's themselves. They're not trying to outdo one another. And that's what makes it unique, man. So the city of Denton always have a place in my heart. It changed me for the better. Not only did I meet my wife through University of North Texas, just a big advocate, because compared to Fort Worth and Dallas, Denton's sweet, man, because Denton's different.
That's different. And the beautiful thing about Denton, if you live there, you can get to either one in 30 minutes.
Either
Nice.
one. I agree, man.
On that note, it looks like they're wrapping up here, unfortunately, but we're not done for tonight. I owe you a few shots
All right, man.
for your birthday. But what I would say is I appreciate you, brother, for coming on the podcast.
No, thank you for the invite, dude.
No, it's so
Hope
much
to come
fun.
back again.
No,
one day,
you're
dude.
always welcome. We've been on the podcast a few times, but this is my
have.
first time. I said so. I have to have an intro for the podcast. I'm doing something new. I was actually doing a walkthrough, so people watching or listening, I've talked to about who's coming on as a host, and I've talked about you, man. Like we had a few times to meet, and I like you a lot, but we haven't had a chance to sit down and talk.
Right
So
on.
this is our first time sitting down and talking.
Yeah.
So I really, really appreciate coming out. Follow Tony, AKA Kootond on Instagram.
Kootonyd D.
Kootond D, my bad.
Follow
Kootond
me.
D. Twitter too.
Twitter, yeah.
Everything Kootond D.
Yeah.
Follow-
Except Facebook. That's for my high school friends.
Yeah, no. I wasn't gonna put your Facebook
I'm a
up
different
there.
person on there.
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
quiet.
gonna put your. Yeah. I figured you had your family stuff on
Yeah,
there.
my mama follows me, so don't follow me on there, man.
Yeah. But we're not gonna put that up anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna put your government name on there.
Thank you.
But yeah, so follow you everywhere. On that note, we're gonna go to Denton.
We're
see
gonna
what
do
happens.
Denton, and we're gonna do it nice. And I want to meet Jen the Bearded Lady, man.
She's super nice.
She's like one of my craft beer idols here.
You wanna meet her?
Hell yeah, I want to meet her, man. I met
text-
Sean. I met
I'm gonna text her right now.
Jerry NTX Beer. So I'm like, dude, I want to.
All right, Jennifer, I'm about to text you right now. Peace. Everybody have a safe weekend. Don't drink and drive. Take a lift.
Take a
Love
lift.
you guys. Thank you for
Thank you.
watching.
Thank you.
Peace.